the Rose Bowl. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Coach Dillingham told me pregame he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Bruins will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Bowling. He lets one fly deep. Got it down the field. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw again. Looking for the goal line.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Going for 6. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And that's a big mistake here early in this game, and I know how that feels for a quarterback. You're playing on the road, you want to come out in the first drive, you want to march it down the field, you want to throw a touchdown pass, but you got to be careful, and you can't be too greedy. I think he got a little bit ahead of himself on that last throw. It's going to be really important he settles himself down.
Got enough for the first. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground. They've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
Pulls it on the option. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Might be changing the route. Iamaleava. Here's the pressure. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Say it in the gun on third down. Going to try to get it himself. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. To the air, it's Bowling. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To the air on second down. He's going for the big play. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Well, this is an absolute nightmare start for this quarterback. Now, multiple interceptions here, and we're not even out of the first quarter, and he's got to get his eyes right, guys. Right now, he's just not seeing the field. He's being very careless with his decision-making, and this defense is making him pay early.
Stepping to the right. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Got a man in the middle. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
First down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got the back over the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run with Brown. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
Here comes the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Ncaa to throw. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release.
Makes a grab and room to run. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Bunch formation for these receivers. The offense changing the play. Throwing, Ncaa fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Ncaa. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Got it behind the line. It's Knight. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They feed him again. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6.
And how about this drive this offense has put together, man? You're kind of backed up. You just want to get some good field position. Now they've converted the sticks, moved the ball down the field, now set up 1st and goal, a chance to continue their physicality, own the line of scrimmage, and finish this long drive.
Ncaa fires to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Second down, he'll throw it. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ncaa. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like somebody.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Fourth down, Ncaa. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, UCLA! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And The offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
That keeps the score. UCLA 6, Arizona State 0. Number 15 set to kick this one off.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this pass.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You've got to push the ball down the field for you to get the first down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle, no big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here's Ncaa to throw. Fires quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And the Sun Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Looking to scramble. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you could spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Second and forever after the delay. Did they lose their play sheets? I mean, call a play already. Throwing, Ncaa. This one's complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Breaks the tackle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. On the option. He'll pitch it. Got enough for the first. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option. The Bruins kept his drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, the Houdini-like moves get it to the 22.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop.
Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and goal. Ncaa makes the grab on the left. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bruins! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. To the air, it's Ncaa. He's got the tight end. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions.
There he goes. The 30, the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Extending the play. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unleashes to the end zone. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions. Now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
Nice job by the defense, man. Understanding the situation, you could tell they were not giving up a touchdown. Like, they were playing a little bit deeper in the end zone, and the QB takes off. Nice job corralling the football. I'll tell you what, brings up an interesting decision now after that positive gain to see if they want to go for it on 4th and goal.
Looking to pass. It's Boley. Moving out to the right. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it...
One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Red Raiders ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense in a bunch formation. Defense in press coverage. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the right. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Leaves his feet and makes a nice catch along the left sideline.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. Carr. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Fires to the big fella. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Line getting set on second down. Right back to the well. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on third down. So
now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Carr. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Got it. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, they're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
And the Red Raiders come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The short hands, it's Carter. Makes the grab in their space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Looking for the end zone. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played one. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Hammond. He'll try to do it himself. Smacks it with the stiff arm. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the 1st down.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
It's a fake, and the holder's going to try to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running inside, it's Williams. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Bringing the heat. Turning it up. That's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This defense prides themselves on effort and pursuit. Quarterback there did a great job scrambling, so much so that he was able to get downfield, and it looked like it was going to be a big play, but all that pursuit from the defense and their effort, getting to the ball, knocking it out, and coming.
But, and he's got room. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Carr, moving away from pressure. He's going to run it. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got a man. It's Flanagan. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And this quarterback's got some speed. You see him use those wheels to get outside. He was on the run. Nobody even close to him defensively before he was able to find an open target to get the first down.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Fires it incomplete. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Here's Carr to throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Here comes the heat. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Now he's going to break the pocket. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes goes at the 18.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Makes the grab. Runs through a man. He might have space. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown! Fighting Irish!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Rushes on him, trying to escape and get it. Ball is loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. The offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
The run inside. It's Williams. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Maybe some room here. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes.
Snags it, and he's open. He's stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And drops hurt as it is. But when you drop it and you know you just missed out on a touchdown, those really sting. And those concentration drops, man, it makes the quarterback hesitate whether he wants to throw the football again. That is a big missed opportunity.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Ready to go here in the 2nd half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. offense comes out ready to attack. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. They've got the screen set up. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, going to the air. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Escapes the pressure going right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Fourth down, Carr. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's sticky. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pocket breaking down. Going right and going deep. It's caught.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Makes the grab. It's sticky. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. The option look. Now the toss. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Keeps it on the option, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
It's complete to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up the first and goal.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Well, that's just a foolish penalty. You can't lose track of the play clock that close to the goal line, but still first and goal. The play action fake. He wants it all. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And that's just excellent cover. Big cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Under fire. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
He wants to change this route. Now the play fake. Quarterback adapting. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. He picks it up, still on his feet.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Running inside. It's Dickey. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys. It's still an 8-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Could be an alley. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And man, is it nice just to have this guy right here. Like, give him the football, and they're going to give it to him early, and they're going to give it to him often. And a lot of times we see, man, late in the games, just like right here, he makes those big plays, wears down the defenses, and he is a handful late.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going.
Here we go. Ready. 22. Ready to go.
Play action, C.J. Carr. Here's a heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Is that crazy or genius? Oh, no guts, no glory, man. Here he comes. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air. It's Hammond. Pressure coming.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock, and that thing's staring at you. So I got to pass, I got to pass. Big fourth down and short. You got to get this first down. So you got to be thinking about that first before you think about the clock.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He gets out of bounds and, more importantly, picks up the first down. Clock stopped as the drive continues. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's taking a deep shot. Leaping grab for a big gain. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Fires into the end zone. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Fires to the middle. It's caught. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and